I found the icebergs we were at earlier.
Oh, did
There's
it?
someone over here as well. There's a hole in like a
Yeah.
mountain, and there's a lava fall in there. I
Yeah,
kind of want to check that
I
out.
think your stream went ahead and capped out, Chief.
You might want to
Maybe.
work on that real quick.
Look at my. All right, we're live on the new stream. I got the new stream up. All right. Oof, that was rough.
That
All right,
was
we're
rough.
back. We're back. We're live again. I really need to change my recording software. That was terrible. What were we talking about again?
Yeah, PT Master Race my butt.
Yeah, no, oh, that's right. How we're gonna buy a PS5.
See, but if I'm gonna pay $600, I'm just gonna go ahead and just.
Actually,
I'm
it's
gonna
only
wait
five hundred
until one, it
dollars.
gets dropped by a year, and then two, Black Friday.
It's $500 and then 400 for the digital edition. But I gotta get the regular edition because I love you know cheap plastic cases taking up my
Okay.
wall space.
All right.
Oh, Village.
Yeah.
Anyways, and also some of the games for the PlayStation look really nice. I like the cross compatibility
Examples.
with or backwards compatibility with the PS4. So that means I could play all the PS4 games I never got to experience, like God of War and Spider-Man and stuff.
Aren't they making a new Spider-Man
Yeah,
separate for
Miles
the
Morales for the
five? Yeah.
PS5, which looking forward to that. Gran Turismo 7 looks sick.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that just looks incredible. Um, yeah, that's
Golems are vibing in the chat. Oh, bro. I found. Look at how cool this dude looks. See, this dude's balling. Can I
Dre,
trade
view my
with you?
location on the map.
oh yeah, I see him.
Ah, shoot. I'm getting clapped.
All right. What, Davis?
View my location on the map.
Oh yeah, we did kind of leave
No.
Davis.
We're all right, I'm coming back for Davis.
No.
All right.
We went up onto the beach.
Okay, I
On
went to the
to the
right
north.
of the beach area. Okay.
Yeah, just to the north. It was inside this little cove. Where are you at?
I am in between where we were and the icebergs. There's a sandy patch ahead of me.
Are you in the ocean?
No.
Okay, we're not near icebergs.
There is a nether portal, I think, over here as well.
Davis, we're not near icebergs. Did you go past
No,
the village?
they were close. Hold up.
We're at the village.
Which one?
This new village that we just found. We were all right here on like this beach, little islands when I was having stream issues. Right?
Yep.
Okay, we're right by there. So where were you? Where'd you go?
I took a detour.
Okay, we'll undetour and then come back.
Alright, give me a
Bro,
second.
you
Find
said
another
he found
portal.
the glaciers?
I was close.
Baby
Yeah, they were
zombie.
to my
Baby
right.
zombie.
Yeah.
Hold up, I got another one of those nether
got
things up
100.
here.
Bro, dude, these dusty zombies are vibing.
The dusty zombies. They're the ashy
Nice.
zombies.
I need some lotion.
Bro, get some Neutrogena on your skin.
Yo, skin. Alright, let's see what's up here now.
I'm looking forward to the PlayStation 5.
We'll find one of
Okay.
those
I will
fire
probably
charges.
plan on getting one next summer. I mean, that just
Well, I
looks
think at that point,
really
I would
good.
just, like, in my mind, a console that expensive, I'd be halfway to a decent PC. So,
Bro, and the games are gonna be like 72, so
Are the games really going to be 70? Okay.
that's what 2K is next year. For
that's
the
pass.
PS5.
That's a
Ridiculous.
pass.
No way.
I'm not here for that.
Nah.
Plus,
When
the
you-
games
I'm gonna
I
have to
play are
wait
so
like a
oddly
year.
specific. Like, I would literally only play the Halo Master Chief Edition, and Forza.
I'm gonna have to wait like a whole year for these games to go on sale.
And by that point, you won't want to play it. Dude, there are a bunch
Hardly.
of Endermen right here.
Alright, let's start heading your guys' way.
You
Yeah,
weren't
that would be
already?
preferable. No.
No, I was
I'm
just showing
pretty
the
convinced that
nether
Davis has
thing.
no intention of ever returning to the castle.
Incorrect. I gotta eat though.
Yeah, so do I, but I'm out in the open getting pounded by zombies.
Oh.
Yankee.
And how do you feel about that, Gray?
I'm not gonna lie, there are things that, there are worse things.
I've had worse experiences, you know. This is
Yeah, rather a zombie than my uncle, right?
Eesh. Well, yeah, I don't know. My uncle, he was always pretty respectful about it. Yeah, shout out to a Reddit thread I saw about how when people noped out of their relationships, and one of them was like, on our second date, she said that I had to be okay, um, with her and her brother, her having sex regularly with her two brothers, which had apparently been happening since they
What?
were very, very young.
what?
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
We're just
Brayden, where do you
gonna
go? Are you in the village? No,
me,
you're
I'm right here.
I'm just gonna leave that one there. Oh, it's a creeper.
All right.
Hello.
Question. What is your deepest insecurity? All right. There we go. We'll get into the
Failure.
personal questions.
Deepest insecurity. I don't know. I would have said something physical a while back,
Right.
which I would say I'm still pretty insecure, honestly, about my teeth in general, um, which is an odd thing to be insecure about, but they're just not optimal. So hopefully,
Right.
oh, which in 2 weeks I know what I'll be the most insecure about, because I
Oh.
get my braces on
No.
Hey, welcome to the club, pal.
for a
Rip.
year and a half, baby. So
Hey,
we
we're
are
going
about
on.
to be
I'm past the 2 year mark right
choked
now,
in
so
female genitalia.
that's not how my experience went.
Yeah, something tells me, I don't know. I would hope Elena
Oh, I think I
would
found the village. Hold up.
stick with it.
All right. Are you
I am headed towards a village. I think this is the
Oh,
one.
Davis, we're to the south of you. I do see that.
There's a village in front of me.
Yes, but we're to the south of you at least.
Are you?
Yes. I can't
Okay, let
see
me
that
check.
on the map. We are about the same north to south as our castle,
Okay.
and you're a little to the north. You're a couple hundred blocks to the north of us.
All right.
I don't know about
me
east
check.
and west,
Let me check these houses.
but you're at least to the north of us.
This is not the village I was at yesterday, is it? It is not.
Is this
So are we gonna decide between Thursday and Friday nights? Because I feel like we could iron out one. And if Davis is gonna be on, it's gotta be Friday nights.
Obviously, I've got 3 more weeks of work, and then
Well, I know for
should be
me, if
good.
I have like Thursday stuff, it's not gonna Thursday night's not gonna be super
Oh, there's Davis. Okay.
full.
This
Finally.
is the village. I told
Yes.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, what is this hippie villager doing? Yeah, dude, I found like the village of medicine man.
What?
Or the cleric. I think
I
there's a
don't know what
couple
he
of them.
does.
I think there might be a couple of them.
Have y'all explored this gorge?
The gorge? Oh,
Over here,
no.
dude.
Oh my
There's a
God.
mine.
There's a
There's a
villager
mine
down
shaft in
there.
there too.
And a mine
We need to go
shaft.
down there.
Yeah,
There's
shoot.
probably diamonds and stuff in there. Hold up.
Uh,
I can get a. Let me get a bucket of water.
actually,
We're going. We're
want to explore
spelunking.
the Minecraft? I've got a water bucket on me.
All right, where are we going?
The gorge
Bro,
up here,
how'd you
dude.
get down here?
Last time me and Ethan were up there, there were diamonds, everything in those things, and there's a mine shaft. So
All right.
there's my cat. You're gonna have a seat. Okay. There is a villager right there.
All right. I'm going down to the mine shaft.
All right, I'll come join you.
Ouch.
I shot the skeleton that shot you.
Yep. I don't have torches anymore because I died.
I've got torches.
Are these two
Where'd you go?
separate mine shafts, or is this the same mine shaft?
It's probably all the same mine shaft. There's a lapis
Yeah,
down there.
Dre. Now
This
I'm up.
goes...
Dre, now.
Yeah, is that what that is? Is that lapis to the
Oh, there
left?
you are. Then Davis is right there. Okay, we're all on separate levels.
All right, I can come down to you.
I think I just came up to you, actually.
Let me eat something real quick.
Yeah, you did.
All right. All right.
Okay. I'm guessing
Yeah,
are these two different mine shafts, or do these like connect? There's one on the other side as well.
I don't know.
That drops down right there.
Oh, this is fun.
Rain just cut it in half.
Dead end down here.
All right, I'm going back up. Back up this way.
Like back up these nuts.
Oh,
Ah! Davis, you never answered the question. What is your deepest insecurity?
there's gold down here. Probably, honestly, like, it might actually be like either being short or just like as an overall just failing publicly. It's just a very deep fear of mine.
And overall, oh, failing publicly?
Yeah, just like
Yeah,
like
no, I know what you mean.
like even just getting questions wrong like in class is just I don't know, like that always is just has been
I feel
a
that.
worry of mine. Just because I care a lot more than I like to admit about my perception to others. And that's just something that always kind of eats at me. There's more gold down
I
here.
feel the same. Ooh, minecart up there. Yeah, I feel that, man. Another golden apple. Nice.
Anybody feel like getting the gold over here?
We kind of haven't been leaving it.
Anything down here? Or is more gold down there?
Oh, man. Yeah, this thing is quickly becoming a maze.
I sort of know the way back.
There's gold everywhere down
Davis
here.
is off getting the gold.
Yo, dude, it's everywhere. There's there's a hold up. Oh, this is the bottom of the ravine.
Gray is heading
I'm
on
actually
back.
I'm gonna be down here for a moment because I see redstone out with lava and water.
All
Where there's
right.
usually that.
Alright, I'm pretty much just vibing where the
Okay.
entrance is to, so we know where it is.
Just redstone, yeah, not much, just redstone. Just one block of it, it's kind of sad. Okay.
Drayton, what about you? What's your deepest insecurity?
Uh, hmm. I guess mine would be, as much as like I like being alone and antisocial, I also like to be invited places.
A
So
deep,
I
yeah,
guess,
I'm
and since
the same way.
I feel like I have a difficult time making friends because I don't know how to talk to people. So I guess even with the
Well, I
people
think
that
you just
I
don't know how
am
to,
friends
like,
with,
yeah. Well, a
like
lot of times in my case, it's not that I don't know how to talk to people, I just don't know how to talk to people I don't already know.
yeah, well, even with the
Right.
people I do know, I have difficulty talking. And so I feel like
A lot of
sometimes even
redstone
with the
down here,
people
but nothing
I
else.
know, like I'm not sure. Sometimes I worry that they don't even like me, and that they're just hanging out with me, you know, just because, try and make me feel
Right.
better as opposed to actually like wanting to hang out with me. So
Damn. Damn.
Yeah. All right, I'm coming back up. This is just redstone down here.
Yeah, no, I've definitely had those moments of second guessing, particularly whenever the Logan stuff boiled over. I really
Right.
just had like a bit of a crisis as to like, oh,
yeah,
like how good of a person am I actually? Like how much of my friends actually like care?
yeah. Like I thought about that a lot this past year. I guess I just need to
We
be
just
more
wind up
self-confident.
like, yeah, you just wind up
Hold up, I
with like
got
a
you.
lot of free time, and it seems like everybody else just the transition's so natural for them.
Right.
Because there were a lot
All
of
right.
times
Where have
like
we
this
not
past
looked
year where
down
like
here?
my suite mates went places and like they didn't really like say anything to me about it,
Oof.
and I would like,
Yeah, well, you
you
want to
know,
talk about that? Like,
I
my roommate literally went behind my back and invited all of the other people like surrounding our suite to be in a roommate group for the next year.
mm,
Whoa.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and vibe on out.
yeah. Well, right now everyone from our suite mate or from our like suite group last year, except for me and my roommate, are in the same suite this year.
Damn. All right,
I
I'm
mean
back
that
up
that
top.
happened
I'm
more
ready for
towards
All right.
like
y'all.
Hold on. I'm gonna go.
a
I'm gonna drop to
more
the
as like an
bottom and see if there's
accident, but
anything down here.
Okay.
so
I'm gonna be hanging out at the top. Drayden, protect me real quick, because I have
I
got to use the bathroom.
all right. I think you should be good.
Alrighty.
All right. Davis, me, and Gray are at the top.
Yep. Give me a second. I'm gonna try and bridge it to the other mine shaft. Yeah, definitely lapis down here. I don't really see any like exposed diamond.
Whoa, apples.
Definitely red. A lot of redstone though. Definitely lapis and gold. Not quite anything else I can see. There definitely is stuff down here though. Okay. Just spider jockey one of the other mine shaft,
Yeah.
and he is above me right now. There's a lot down here. I'm not gonna bother with the mine shaft though. I don't want to fight all that alone. Okay. You guys not want to try and mine any of the stuff down here, or is that just a no-go?
No.
Alright.
I don't really care. I'm not. That interested.
Where did I sit the cat down?
Hmm.
Oh, it's over here.
Right. We're just out here protecting Gray while he takes a piss. Also, my phone died,
Yep.
so I can't monitor the chat.
Oh,
I mean, if one of you wants to, while Gray's in the
I
bathroom.
can, yeah. Give me a second.
Yeah, no. I don't think anybody has commented since we went to the
Nope.
new stream, but all right.
Oh, he's vibing.
Got the Enderman.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they don't like water or rain. There we go. Yeah. Stupid Enderman. And we got a pearl. Nice.
Solid haul.
Gray is taking a hell of a long time to use the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing right now.
All right, we just need to head straight east, and I think we should be home free. Ugh. Dang, I'm tired. I'm glad I don't got work tomorrow. Dang.
Pretty boys.
Bro, how much do you just like pee out?
How are things going?
We
Got
were
back
wondering,
from
what took you so
Yeah, it
long
was
in
a
the
bit of a
bathroom?
one of those like you unzip your fly and then you realize that you've got a little bit more than what you bargained for on your hands.
What?
Yeah. No.
Not
Oh,
quite?
okay.
I mean,
Well,
maybe a bit,
basically,
but like,
okay. Well, I thought
not
I
to
was
that
gonna have to
extent.
take a piss, and then I realized like, oh, like we're taking a dump.
Ah.
Oh. How do you, you know what? I'm not gonna question that. I'm just gonna
You just know.
nod my head and, like to move on. Let's not worry
Yeah,
about that.
when you know, you know. Also, just casually peep me. Uh, Coming within a block or two of death. What's
Whoa.
popping over here?
Not
All
much.
right.
Brandon Wood dissolved in.
Let's just,
I was
keep
about.
on heading
I was
on
thinking of
back.
saying it.
On.
Yeah, let's like please, dear Lord, head back to the castle.
Yeah, no. Well, we're at the right, north-south, so We just gotta go east, I think.
Yep. Look out.
Where'd y'all go? I lost you.
Straight east.
Yep.
Yeah, here we are. Just got a key going this way.
Any more questions?
Do you guys think you have good intuition with people? Like, do you have a good sense of like whether you're gonna have a positive or negative long-term relationship with them?
No, I'm horrible with that.
It takes me a
Okay.
while before I realize that I'm just
You know, like
bad with
I've told you guys,
people.
like I've told you guys enough. The people that I'm closest with now are the ones who my first impression was not favorable. So
Oh,
I'm,
really? What was your
yeah.
first impression of us? We got pillagers up ahead,
Honestly,
or zombies?
that's more of like a college thing and a camp thing. More
Yeah, okay.
recently, I know with, like my first thing with Drayton. What did I just get hit with? My food
Hunger.
is poison, hunger. Honestly, like my first impression of Drayton was, I remember being. My mom always tells me the story. He's like, yeah, you came home and we're like, you're somebody else that likes Pokemon. So wear a Pokemon shirt. And that was just kind of went from there. Great, I don't remember what our first interaction was.
Oh, damn.
That was around the same time.
What's on top
Was
of
that
that
really our
hill?
first interaction?
I think that's my mom's like memory
I think
of the first time I mentioned you at home.
I remember that like my mom mentioned she had met like your mom or something like that before we we got to class, you know, before we became friends.
Not surprised.
And
Not
then
surprised
like
at
we
all by
got to
that.
class and became friends. I remember you just came up like to me on the first day and like introduced yourself like straight off the bat and I was like, "Oh, hi. I
Did I
remember my
really?
mom met your mom." That's all I remember.
Nice.
But it was just we were chill from then on forward.
Right. It's great. I know we were tight as early as fourth.
Yeah, we
I
were
was in
like,
fourth.
yeah, we were
So we
KFC.
had the year of KFC together. I don't remember how we
I think
first
that was
met
where I
though.
met Akins, to be honest.
That was where I went to Aikens with or preschool with Aikens. I knew him for a while. I wasn't like especially tight with him until kind of the KFC years. That's where I met you and him, or
Mm.
really got close with you and him. And then the rest of you got, well, the rest of the group besides us was more of the middle school years.
Yeah, shout out to when it was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
I
met
don't know. There,
Akins in
we just had weird cliques of the squad since then. I think the weirdest was probably when it was me, Akins, DJ, and Luke Bryan.
Yeah.
I met Akins in first grade from Scouts.
Yeah, no, you guys all knew each other. Which?
Yeah, I see the witch. Not really doing anything. Unless you wanna, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I wanted to do something. Clap
All
their
right.
cheeks. How did I get a slime ball?
I killed a slime back in the caves.
I got a slime
Yeah,
ball too
Mine
from the
shaft.
kids, yeah.
All
little
right.
flint and steel.
Honestly, but
Keep
like
going.
back to the
Yeah, let's
intuition
go.
thing, like there's some people I can just right off the bat tell, but my normal sense is just horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get that initial negative sense, but I don't really get a good initial positive sense of a person. And I really have no idea
Right.
where, like, there are some people that I've been completely enamored with right off the bat, particularly when it comes to, like, actual, like, relationships. There are some people that I've been completely enamored by, and, like, they're just not great.
Right.
And then there are other people that I've had, like, at best, like Elena, like, I had an at best. The first interaction that I had with her was, uh, she caught me looking at her,
He told me.
and
Yeah,
she
he told me
went,
the story.
yeah, she just looked at me and goes, "Can I help you?"
Oof.
And I went, "Nope."
It's okay though. 8 months.
Yeah.
Actually,
Normally,
closer to 10 now.
Woo.
that's
Yeah.
impressive. Good job.
Yeah, we're. It's almost like we are actually dating now.
Right. Normally, I just like I instantly assume someone is like a good person. I instantly like them, and then the more I get to know them,
Oh
the more I
no,
realize like,
no.
shit. And that's just with like every person I meet. Like
Right.
Yeah,
tend to
that's
I
honestly, I
tend to
don't know.
think
That's how my
they're
roommate operated. He was like, "Man, I just start with every person's the best person until they're not." And I'm like, "Oh,
Nope.
like that seems kind of trash."
Right.
it's just me slowly learning like, hey, what are your flaws?
Yeah, and it strikes me as like a bad way to go about it.
Yeah, well, I don't really know how else to go about it. I'm not
It
trying to
kind of
go
works
about it any
though.
other way, but that's just how it
I mean,
is.
I just start out like neutral.
Yeah, like I initially like really liked my boss at work. She seemed very chill, and now I'm like, oh shit, she's actually super uptight. Like,
Oh
I
no.
mean, she's still
Uh,
very cool to talk to. She's just also a bit of a
Like you told me
perfectionist.
last week you thought she was pretty chill too. So that's a
Yeah,
that's
no,
Yeah.
I've
like oh
I've
hold up.
realized she is actually quite a bit uptight. She's very much a perfectionist. She's very anal about like numbers. She wants you to use like this certain numbers of each topping each time, and she wants the pizza perfect every time, and she wants you to be working. If there's something to do, you better be working.
Damn. Mm-mm.
Right.
Like you should. The only reason you should not be working if there's literally nothing to do and you're way ahead on what you should be doing.
Sheesh. On.
Yikes.
Outside of that, she's actually super chill to talk to. She's got like a ton of great stories from all like the insane people she's worked with.
I feel like that's one thing. I wish I worked in an industry in high school where like I got stories.
Oh, she told me a story the other day. Uh, it's a bit of a lengthy one, but would you guys
Okay,
like
go
to hear
for
it?
it.
Okay.
That's it. We got time.
So
We got time.
it's just me and her working Monday night, right? Because
Man,
Mondays
you're
are
lagging
super
hard
slow.
right now too.
Yeah,
By the
you're
way.
tripping audio wise.
No, this is the story that she told me. I was complaining to her because she has a ton of cool stories. I was complaining to her because the only story I have to tell you guys from when I've been there so far is about the cult of Palazzolo. Okay. Oh shit, we missed a village.
The what?
The cult of Palazzolo. Okay, so basically, this happened a couple weeks ago. We have this cheese grater, right, called Palazzolo's Cheese Hog, and it's like this. It's a cheese grating machine. The way it works, it's got this little gear that comes out the top, and you stick like a little metal wheel on the gear, right, and you can put the
Okay.
cheese grater on the wheel. You can bolt it on or something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyways. So one day, a couple weeks ago, the wheel got stuck on the gear, like it wouldn't come off, and like everybody in the in the store was trying to get it off. You know, the girl who got it stuck, my manager, her assistant
Oh, of course
manager
it was a girl.
Teddy, like the district manager came in. Like we were all trying to get it off. We were using WD-40, butter substitute. Like we couldn't get it off. So a couple Sundays ago,
Okay.
it's just
Yeah.
me and Teddy and Chris in the store. Chris is the manager, Teddy the assistant manager. I'm sitting there washing dishes. Teddy and Chris have nothing else to do, so they're trying to get the wheel unstuck. Teddy starts getting desperate. He goes to the printer and he prints off a picture of the of Palazzolo's cheese hog, and next to it is crouching down Mr. Palazzolo himself. He starts putting those up around the store in like a last ditch effort to like get the Palazzolo gods on our side. He's like, please, Lord Palazzolo, have mercy on us, as he's trying to pull the thing off. And in the moment as
As
he
any normal
says
person
that,
would do.
the wheel comes off of the gear, and he and Chris just
Oh
stare
my
at the
gosh.
wheel for a second. Because as soon as they put up the pictures and they begged forgiveness from Lord Palazzolo, the wheel comes off. And so they immediately drop to their knees and start chanting, "All hail Lord Palazzolo." And I'm sitting there washing dishes
All right, well
thinking,
there you
I'm
have
too
it,
new
guys.
for this
Papa
shit.
Murphy's is a sadistic cult.
So I was explaining that, and she was like, "Nah, no, you want to know about an actual cult, though?" And I was like, "Oh God, this should be good."
Whoa,
So she is
whoa.
telling me the story. This is the absolutely true story, okay, of Daniel Zachariah, cult leader and former assistant manager of Papa Murphy's at Mill Pond Village, okay?
What?
All right. So this is
Okay.
the story my manager told me. So Daniel Zachariah, all right, was 12 when his father died of cancer, which is very sad, you know. But
Eh.
as a result, he tried to go to therapy. None of the therapists really worked for him. So
Right.
he decided to deal
Obviously.
with his father's death in the best way possible that any other, 13, 14-year-old would. Heavy drug use. Particularly,
Yes.
stuff like marijuana, shrooms.
Yes.
He loved LSD. LSD was what really got
We
him going.
advocate for LSD on this
Hallucinogens,
program.
yeah, that sort of thing. So he got heavy
He
into
sounds
that
like
kind of
Matthew
stuff.
Aiken's roommate.
Don't compare him to Ben. Come on, Ben's better than
Is
that.
that my dog?
No. Anyways,
Well, it's about to be my dog.
hey, there we go. All right.
All right, let's roll.
So anyways, so he gets into LSD. He starts planning out his future because he's gonna be, or actually, no, he gets into like this weird version of Buddhism. He drops Christianity and gets into like
Uh-oh.
Buddhism, improving the self, and he realizes that there
Okay.
is a God in this universe and that it's him. Okay, he is
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
ultimate master. Okay. Oh, here's the witch hut we were at. Okay, so we're almost there. So he realizes that he's the ultimate
No, we already
master
passed it. That's a
in
different
this
witch hut.
universe. And
Yes.
he starts planning out his future. Okay, he wants to be a therapist. Okay, and he's going to be like the greatest therapist there ever was because all these other therapists, they never helped him. So he's going to be so much better than they were, right? So he's going to go to college. He's a like a freshman in college at this point. Or he just finished his freshman year, so he's a sophomore at this point. This is Thanksgiving 2018 when he's explaining this all to his manager, who is now my manager. He's going to go to college. He's going to be a therapist. He's going to have his therapy practice in 3 years, okay? Which it's going to take him 3 years to finish college. So he plans to be a licensed therapist when he finishes college, okay?
Nice.
And he's explaining how he's going to give his patients prescribed doses of hallucinogens and stuff like that, and he's going to convert them to his religion, that he's starting, right? Where
You guys just pick 'em
he
straight,
is
right?
the ultimate
lost
being
both of
in
you.
this universe.
Wait, you said you lost, Davis?
No, I had to eat real quick. I'm going straight. I'm guessing you guys just get. Yeah, I see the gamer
We can
tag.
see
We're
your
good.
name
We're
tag.
good.
All right. Yeah, we're pretty close to the house. So he's going to convert them to his religion, and they're all going to live in one big like house, and he's going to take care of them and prescribe them medications and stuff like that. And he plans by age 30 to have ascended to godhood, because that's when Jesus announced that he was the savior of the world. So he plans to be a god by age 30. And he's explaining this at like 20 years old to my manager, Chris, who is 18 at the time, and thinking to herself, if he decides to kill me, you know, then they won't find my body until tomorrow. And so, anyways,
Bro, you got a caravan behind you, Gray. Hold up.
all right, yeah, no, we need to help Gray for a second.
Yeah.
I have lost my sword. Hold up.
There's a zombie behind you with one.
Yeah. Did he drop it?
No.
Not my dog! Oh god.
I got your dog.
I have to play drift away real quick. Hold up.
No, I got him healed up. I got you. Anyways, so he's explaining his cult to my manager while they're rolling dough, you know, as you do.
Yeah.
And he's explaining how he's started recruiting members of like the store, crew members at this Papa Murphy's to join his new religious group.
Uh-oh.
And he provides her a list of the members, and it's long. It's long. She realizes that a majority of the people who work at her store are cultists.
Uh-oh.
And there's like only a couple people who are not in in Daniel Zachariah's group. Herself.
That is not ideal.
This one other coworker. Like even Lorenzo is in Daniel Zachariah's group. Now Lorenzo is a crew member. He is now Chris's current boyfriend, but back then he was just a regular crew member at the store. And you know, when Daniel Zachariah asked him if he wanted to join his cult, you know, Lorenzo is in Chris's own words, right? Lorenzo is pretty fucking stupid. So he thinks it's a joke. He's like, "Oh hell yeah, man! I want to join your cult. Can I be your second in command?" And he's like, "Yes, absolutely."
Hey.
So Lorenzo becomes second of command of a cult that he doesn't think exists.
Bro!
Drayton.
Yeah.
Drayton, look off to the
yes,
left.
the original base. There it is. Home
What
sweet
a journey
home.
back.
Mm-hmm. So Lorenzo becomes a second command of a cult that he doesn't think exists, and Chris has to explain to him that this is a very real cult, and Lorenzo realizes, oh shit, I might have fucked up here, you know, as you do.
As you do.
So things start getting wild in the store, you know. The members of the cult no longer have to hide the fact that they're in a cult, you know. They're free to talk about it openly in the store, and Chris is a bit concerned.
So they are serious. They
for
are
her
serious,
safety.
dedicated members of the
They
cult.
are. They legitimately believe that Daniel Zachariah is a god, and he will ascend to godhood, and you know, the whole shebang, honestly. So let's see what else.
So you're
one of
telling
the,
me that cultists have been delivering my pizza for years?
Well, hang on. We're gonna get to this, okay? He's the former assistant manager of Papa Murphy's, okay? So one of the his I'd say Lorenzo is kind of his left-hand man. His right-hand man, or actually his right-hand woman, is the other assistant manager at the store, Summer, okay? And one day he decides that he and Summer are going to take a trip, and it's going to be Summer's final test to determine whether or not she is ready to be his second in command, okay? So they take a trip to the beach, okay? And
oh no.
And
oh no.
Daniel Zachariah decides to give Summer 5 tabs of LSD, which is more than double what you're supposed to have in a 2-month period, much less like a weekend. And they eat nothing but fast food, and they drink heavily, and that plus LSD is pretty brutal on the stomach. And so Summer is throwing up nonstop all weekend. And you know, they get back, and you know, Daniel Zachariah asks Chris to take it easy on Summer, and he explains the situation to Chris, and Chris is like, "Oh shit, what have you done?" He's like, "You know, I gave her some LSD." He explains the situation, and how Summer is now his second in command. She is now worthy to lead with Daniel Zachariah. So, anyways, that's how Summer became his second in command. it really started to
Wow.
hit the fan, all right, when Chris is in the store one evening, doing inventory. And Lorenzo comes into the store, and he's very shaken up. He is very worried. He's scared. Okay, and he's freaking out. Chris asks him, calm down, explain what's going on. So Lorenzo and Daniel Zachariah, they like to work out. Daniel Zachariah likes to work out. He works out a lot because perfect in body,
Oh, look
perfect
at
in
that
mind. Because he's
castle
gonna be
right
he's gonna
there.
be
Oh.
absolute. He's gonna be God.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
So that is beautiful. Oh my God. Anyways, so they decide to go to the gym that's just down a couple stores down from Papa Murphy's. One day after work, it's Lorenzo and Daniel Zachariah and Summer, and Daniel Zachariah and Lorenzo decide to spar, and they've decided that this match is going to be the ultimate match to determine who is the strongest among them.
Oh.
Who's the ultimate leader, And Daniel Zachariah does a bit of wrestling, and Lorenzo does jujitsu. Okay, so they're
Ooh.
a bit similar, except in wrestling, you go for the tap out. In jiu-jitsu, you absolutely choke his ass out. So slightly different skill sets. So at one point when they're sparring, Daniel Zachariah picks up Lorenzo and slams him on the ground. Lorenzo, not being very bright, he thinks it's just a joke, so he starts laughing. Anyways, Daniel Zachariah, does not like this at all, because you just laughed at God, how dare you? So he gets mad, and he starts, making mistakes, as you do when you're wrestling, and when you're fighting, you get tunnel vision, so you start making mistakes, which causes Lorenzo to laugh even harder, which gets Daniel Zachariah, even angrier, and eventually Lorenzo gets Daniel Zachariah in a chokehold. And he realizes, after about 30 seconds of the chokehold, that either Daniel Zachariah doesn't know he's supposed to tap out, or he doesn't want to. And he's getting ready to go limp. He's not there yet, but he is almost out of breath. And so Lorenzo, lets him go. And Daniel Zachariah, he's mad, he's flustered. He's like, "Oh, you cheated, you played dirty." And Lorenzo's like, how did I play dirty? It was a sparring match, bro. Calm down. And Daniel Zachariah is getting really mad. He stops talking.
Oh.
He gets really mad. Summer's like, "All right, guys, let's calm down," And Daniel Zachariah is like, I could lift this entire, weight rack. I could really hurt you. And Lorenzo's like, "Calm down, man," And Summer's like, "All right, calm down." Daniel Zachariah, doesn't say anything, goes over to the weight rack, picks the whole thing up, brings it to chest level, and then just drops it. And Lorenzo's still laughing it off. He goes back to his car, Lorenzo, and then he realizes, oh shit, he just picked up a weight rack and then threw it down. He just made a threat against my life, said he could kill me, and then showed that he could kill me, right?
Yes.
And so he starts freaking out. So naturally he goes into Chris and he tells Chris, the whole situation. He says, if I don't come into work one of these days, now you know why. So, anyways, also don't forget to set your spawn. Anyways, that was Lorenzo's side of the story. And then the next day, Chris and Daniel Zachariah are closing up. And Chris asked Daniel, she's just trying to make conversation. She's like, hey man, you seem to be pretty quiet today. Everything good? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. And he stops talking again. She's like, so, I heard you've been working out a bit. recently. How's your workout regimen going? He's like, hey Chris, can I tell you something? Don't tell Lorenzo. Okay. And she's like, oh yeah, you can tell me anything. So he tells her the whole story. He's like, I called him a cheater, but he beat me fair and square. And you know, it really got down on me because, I'm supposed to be God, I'm the perfect being, and yet, he beat me. And Chris is trying to calm him down. She's like, I think it was just a skill set thing. I don't think it was a personal thing. She's like, if anything, he might have you beat in skill, but you have him beat in intelligence. And Daniel Zachariah starts thinking, he's like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Because he's dumb, right? He's like, and Chris is like, oh yeah, Lorenzo just constantly talks about how dumb he is. He's pretty fucking stupid. He's a dumbass,
Mhm.
absolute idiot. And Daniel Zachariah was like, all right, thanks, Chris. That helps. And then he got fired 2 weeks later, and that was it.
Oh,
And I was like, what? I was like, that's the story? And Chris was like, yeah, that's the story. That's it. And I was so disappointed because it wasn't even related to
dang.
cold activity. He got fired because he decided to go to the gym like while he was on the clock when he was supposed to be doing weekly inventory. So that's how and Summer went with him. So that's how he and Summer got fired. Anyways, but apparently, according to Chris, he's pretty stubborn. So he probably is out there still recruiting members for his cult. So
Wow.
that's how Chris got rid of like most of the insane people that work at the Papa Murphy's at Mill Pond Village in Cary. Anyways, but that's the story. That's the story that she told me. And about halfway through the story, I was like, is she making this up? And I thought to myself, nah, this is too wild for her to be making all of this up. Like, no, I legitimately believe that this is a real person, and that he really has his own cult in the store.
I believe it.
I say that's wild. It's absolutely insane to me. Anyways, yeah, no, that's the story of Daniel Zachariah, cult leader and former assistant manager of Papa Murphy's at Mill Pond Village.
That pizza industry, though, it do be vibing.
Wow, that is something.
Hard hitting stuff right there.
It is a whack story.
That bombshell, it may be time to end the stream.
It's probably time to end the stream. That is
So, thank you.
That's it. Yeah.
And,
no, we should probably
appreciate you
Yes, sir.
sticking with
Yes.
with us through the struggle.
Some awkward questions and one hell of a story. So yeah,
hopefully
I'll be streaming again tonight or tomorrow night. Not this, but I'll be streaming some speedrun attempts on Java Edition. We'll see how that goes. But
and then hopefully we can stream again Thursday or Friday night
next week or something like
that. And that way we'll have a couple nights to work on the castle, do some exploring, maybe try and upgrade some more stuff to netherite. But unfortunately, just because the way things worked out, we weren't able to get too much done.
Yeah, not in terms of building. We had a couple building episodes. Well, we had a building video last week, so next week we could probably go back to building.
Yeah. Spin around the map for 2 hours.
Yeah, but yeah, no. Thanks a lot for watching, for hanging out with us this evening.
Yeah.
We had a fun little adventure. Some mishaps, but overall I think it went pretty well. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. And
just before you end it, let me just remember to smash that like button, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment.
Yes.
I always want to say that.
Follow me.
And then let us know what you want to see in future episodes.
Exactly. There we go.
Yeah,
And
for music.
just a little song
I was just about
to
to
send
look
you
up.
on your way is a song I
It's
like
not
to
playing.
use to send me on mine.
On my way.
I'm so sorry.
Are you guys gonna play it or not? Come on.
You know what? YouTube is picky.
There we
There
go.
you go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys are the worst. All right. See you guys later. Bye.